In 2023 alone, we've had a huge rise in The Boys getting crossed over into video games, with there being more than 5, maybe some you haven't even heard of till the end of this video. We have such a great show and fan base, it was bound to happen, which in turn would spawn a lot of money from having these crossovers. And today we're going to take a look at every single one of them, from Call of Duty to PUBG, even down to a damn match 3 game. Yep, you heard me. Before anything, let's talk about what The Boys is first. The Boys, the wonderful Prime Video show about a group of rebellious, powerless vigilantes trying to stop and expose the superhero corporation for its corruption, known as Vault and the Seven. I love this damn show. Since the first episode, me and along with millions of other people were hooked since the first episode. Getting to 2 spin-off shows, one being an animated anthology of The Boys universe, The Boys Diabolical, and the surprisingly great Gen V. It has also given us one of the most iconic villains of all time, Homelander, with the show also spawning tons of popularity on TikTok, with trends after trends of sound clips from the show. Seriously, these Homelander TikToks and sounds are everywhere. They are fun to watch, but shit, I swear there's a new one every month. With all this popularity, the show is bound to spawn a few video game crossovers, but no one knew we would be getting all these crossovers in the span of about half a year. Let's take a look at them. Starting with the most obvious one, the one that started the trajectory of these video game crossovers with The Boys. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. Modern Warfare 2, you suck, like seriously. How do you make the same game from Modern Warfare 2018 but make it worse? I mean, this should be obvious since Warzone 2.0, more like 0.0, lost more than 75% of its players. I know it seems like I'm shitting on the game, but it's leading to something. While this game sucked and Warzone 0.0 sucked as well, they were trying to suck out all the money they can from you.
Don't come to my house or else I'll suck your dick, blood. I'll suck your blood.
By bringing an amazing crossover to the game no one really expected. On July 12th, they released a whole crossover from the show, which included skins and other cosmetic items from Homelander, Black Noir, and Starlight. And I have to say, these skins look fucking amazing. So does some of these finishers that they have dedicated to the character that you have. Like, look at these Homelander finishers. They're just chef's kiss, bro. Beautiful. Although the Modern Warfare 2 developers knew just bringing these skins and cosmetics to the game wouldn't bring in new players that are fans of The Boys, so they took it one step further. They also added special abilities to Warzone, which allowed you to gain brief powers from the characters from the show, like Starlight's flight, or Homelander's laser eyes, or Stormfront's electricity. With these abilities changing up the flow of the game for a bit, it enticed players that stopped playing the game to come back for a bit. I'm sure many pros of the game hated these features because they were kind of broken from some of the clips that I've seen, but it looked really fun. While I didn't play it while the crossover was going on for the game, I saw many clips, so I do have to say that the crossover was indeed at least better than okay. And honestly, if I still regularly played Warzone 2, I probably would have bought Homelander, I'm not gonna lie. So with this crossover, they added skins, cosmetics, finishers specific to the character that you got from The Boys, and special abilities that you can use in Warzone. Not a bad crossover at all. Too bad though that the game sucks itself. For this crossover, I rated about a 7 out of 10. A point is kind of taken off itself just because it doesn't really make sense for The Boys to cross over with Call of Duty. But whatever, creativity is key. Now let's move on to the juicy stuff. If you haven't been living under a rock, I'm sure you stumble upon a couple ads for this game I'm about to talk about. And when I tell you, when I saw this ad for the first time, I was like, man, what the fuck is this? This ad was for the mobile game, The Last Fortress. What is this mobile game that you ask? Just like every other goddamn mobile game in recent years, it is your typical build your base, empire, and protect it type of game. Probably my least favorite kind of mobile game. I'm not a mobile game fanatic, but you have some gems here and there that are really good. Geometry Dash, Crossy Road, My Singing Monsters Like a Dino. All great mobile games that could have hooked you for hours. Seriously though, go check out Like a Dino. It is a great game. But pretty often you come across a mobile game that just wants to take away literally all of your money. And I mean all of it. I'm not even going to talk about the full mobile game itself, just basically the crossover for the boys section of the game. It seems like some of the characters of the boys were put into this game as something called quote-unquote heroes, which you use to make your defense on your base stronger. These heroes included Starlight, Huey, Butcher, you know, your typical protagonists from the show. Although that is literally all when it comes to the crossover. Now at this point, they just want to suck you dry of money. I'm probably not explaining it too well because I haven't really played the game myself. I'm definitely not going to try this game and try to get the heroes or anything like that because screw that. I'm not spending all my money on that. Watch this guy's video though on him reviewing the crossover for the mobile game. He actually explains it pretty well and better than I could because he actually plays it. Don't get this game, guys. It's a scam. 1 out of 10. Since we're on the topic of mobile games though, let's just mention the other phone games that the boys crossed over with that I didn't actually even know existed until I was done making the script for this video. PUBG Mobile, a battle royale phone port version of an actually pretty good battle royale game. The black sheep of all phone games. I really hate when they do this. Fortnite, Apex, PUBG, and I always steer clear of them, which is why I didn't know of this till now. Apparently, they had a crossover with the boys back in June of 2022, back when season 3 of the boys first came out. So technically, they started the trend first. So basically, all it really was you buying cheap loot crates that were specifically for the crossover event, where you can get the chance to get plenty of outfit pieces for your character you can use in game, like Starlight's outfit, Homelander's outfit, or I also believe you can get a vault parachute. It's not bad. It seems pretty cool and definitely more tasteful than The Last Fortress. Honestly, anything could be more tasteful than The Last Fortress. I give this one around like a 6 out of 10. Not bad. And now we have our last phone game. Isn't it crazy that there's more phone game crossovers with the boys than PC or console games? Crazy. The last game, Legendary Game of Heroes. What type of game you think this is? Huh? No, you're wrong. It's definitely not an RPG. It is a match 3 game. Yes, your mother's favorite type of phone game. It's pretty simple to understand, basically like Candy Crush. But rather than crossing over with the TV show version of the boys, it was actually the comic book version of the boys, which is pretty different from each other. So the game basically has you collect these original heroes to use to combat bosses designed around a match 3 game. With the crossover, they allowed you to actually collect heroes designed around the comic book like Huey, Butcher, and Starlight while fighting bosses like Homelander. Not bad at all. Like, if you are into these type of phone games or whatever and actually was a fan of the comic book, this definitely looks like a must play. I ain't gonna lie. Around a 6 out of 10, not bad at all. By the way, I said these crossovers were basically all released in the span of like half a year of one another. This one was released 3 years ago. 3. Forget PUBG Mobile. This game built the foundation of the trend. Now that leaves us with our final game crossover. We are leaving the best crossover for last. And it's not a phone game this time. If you've been keeping up with the Mortal Kombat 1 news, they have been hitting it out of the park. even showing us a trailer for the first Combat 1 pack before the game even released. Cool to see Quan Chi and Ermac, really excited to see Takeda and his moveset, but the highlight is of course the crossover characters. This includes Omni-Man from Invincible, Peacemaker from the DC show, and of course the topic of this video, Homelander from the show The Boys. This trailer revealed that the leak was true and they all look amazing, especially Homelander. I hope Anthony Starr recorded lines for this game before the strike, because then this crossover will be perfect. I know we haven't seen any other trailers on Homelander's moveset, but it doesn't matter, honestly. Just make him a zoner and grappler, mainly using his laser vision and grab moves to fight. It'll be great. Actually, with the Omni-Man reveal gameplay trailer being shown, it revealed what his moveset would look like. Omni-Man, sorry, not Homelander. He looks like a lot like a slow, hard-hitting grappler and anti-zoner, which is pretty sick. And because Ed Boon already confirmed that Omni-Man and Homelander will be different, since they are kind of alike, we can only speculate that Homelander will be more of a fast up close brawler with great zoning abilities with his laser eyes. That sounds great. And honestly, this crossover is already a 10 out of 10, guys. Just the mere fact that Homelander is in Mortal Kombat, especially with Omni-Man, amazing. Imagine his air combat. It's going to be insane. He's definitely going to be my main, seriously. And that is all. That is all the recent game crossovers with the boys. Honestly, it's great marketing for the show and for the spin-off show Gen V. Although, do you really think these game crossovers with the boys are going to stop? The creators of the show see the popularity. Why stop here? Like, what's stopping Fortnite from putting the boys skins in the game? Or even doing what Warzone did and adding mythics like Homelander's laser eyes or Soulja Boy's shield. Plus, for the people saying it's not possible because the boys is too gory and mature and violent. Bro, Predator, Alien, and The Evil Dead are in Fortnite. And The Walking Dead. Like, bro, have you guys not seen the Evil Dead movies? So yeah, it's possible. You know what else is possible? Fall Guys. It's really possible, actually. There's already Invincible skins in the game, and Invincible is also a Prime Video show as well. Bring me Fall Guys Homelander skin with a superhero landing victory emote and you got my money, boys. You got it. Oh yeah, Brawlhalla, I guess, can also come with a The Boys crossover. And if The Boys came to Brawlhalla, trust, I am buying a skin. It's pretty possible too, I ain't gonna lie. Brawlhalla has come out with some pretty crazy crossovers, some that Fortnite hasn't gotten either. Castlevania? TMNT? Fucking Rayman? Fuck Rayman, by the way. Fuck him. And that's it, fellas. Honestly, I'm not mad at all of this recent rise in the boys game crossovers. I love the show, and I know millions of others do as well. I mean, come on. You want proof I love the show? Okay, before I show you guys anything, let me just show you part of my nerd wall for a bit. My first ever Comic-Con 2 years ago, I had the pleasure of going when some of the cast of The Boys were going for autographs and photo ops and stuff like that. Everyone that showed up, I saw from a distance. Here, I have a few pics that I kind of sneaked in, you know, to show, you know, that I was there. But I made sure to actually go and pay for one person's autograph. You know, I had to. Look at this, boys. And I basically asked him to do a little custom quote saying that I am the Homelander, motherfucker. Kind of looks like he wrote a question mark, but it's an exclamation point. You know, similar to the way he does in some of the other seasons, you know, some of these quotes.
Well, then I would have to say that you have absolutely no fucking leverage because I am the Homelander. And I really can do whatever the Nobody can do what I do. I'm the Homelander. I'm the Homelander. I am the Homelander. I'm the Homelander. I'm the Homelander. I'm the Homelander. And I can do whatever the fuck I want.
And you know, there's his autograph, of course. It looks amazing. I love it. And I am hoping one day in the next season of the show that he gets inspired by this quote and improvises it in the show or something. Tell me that wouldn't be fucking amazing. It would be insane. A man can only hope. Is that enough proof? Sorry if my nerd walls spooked you a little bit. There's a lot more than just that wall, by the way. If I was ranking the worst crossovers so far, it is definitely The Last Fortress. That game is pure evil. Literally just a virtual money shredder. The best though is definitely the Mortal Kombat crossover. They haven't even showed his gameplay trailer yet. And I am still the most hype out of all these shits. It's gonna be great, seriously. Just Homelander and Mortal Kombat is just unreal. Definitely beats The Boys and Call of Duty. Like, Call of Duty guys, really? Come on. Alright guys, I honestly hope you guys enjoyed. This was a great video to make, and I just saw the trend with all these different video game crossovers with The Boys and the mobile game and its ads popping up, and I just wanted to do a video on it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Let me know which game you hope The Boys crossovers with. Could be plenty of options that I'm not thinking of, but I'm sure you guys can. Make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed, and I'll see your asses in the next one.
She's got me like nobody.